Hello everybody out there. I'm back on the here today. And as usual, my name remain Maruf Hojo. There's something I want to talk about today. That always amuses me anytime I remember, and I'll just think about it. That is the issue of own your. I believe you guys know what I'm talking about when I said own your culture, the culture of wherever you might be working. Is there anything that comes out of it? So that is what I call own your culture. That was the day I was thinking about the old stuff. I was just thinking about myself here, kiddo. And I was just thinking that, wait a minute. I'm very sorry for continuing to laugh. Because you live by everything you do. You live, you eat by which everything you've done with your own hands. It's not that, okay, you'll be expecting something, okay, apart from those people who depend on maybe benefit or the stuff. If you don't depend on benefit, okay, you work, so that's what you depend on. But there is one culture of, okay, even when because that is the only country that I see when you get a job, people don't really even ask of salary. Immediately, okay, you will see people, okay, I've got a job, okay, the job is maybe about 50k or 100k per month. But the next time, I didn't hear. Is there anything that is also coming out? Anything? I don't know. It's before, when I was maybe around 80, it was maybe in the late 80s and early 90s. That was when it started, possibly during the Babangida era. So when people actually depend on, because when I was so young, maybe in the late 70s and the early 80s, it was about you go out there, you do your job, okay, this is your money. The only thing where you can have the extra money if you're doing everything when you come back, unless maybe, okay, you are a teacher and, okay, got some children to teach, maybe something, or maybe something, you've got a shop, maybe you sell food stuff or the stuff, that is where you get something extra. Then but now it is about, even if you are a teacher, own your something still coming out. And what is coming out is a situation whereby you tax your students, even in secondary school. It was so when I was so when I was about to leave secondary school, that was around in the 90s, early 90s. So, and then all these teachers started a lot of things, everything, even apart from the lesson, and something extraordinary started. They just add a lot of things. But now it has now spread to every nook and cranny of that country, which is appealing now. It's something that really baffles me anytime that I remember that culture, because where will it lead us to? To me, I say it to be something that is to corruption. It's just like my younger brother who ran me about, well, I saw about 3 weeks ago, and he was asking me, those people doing all this civil defense something, how much is the salary or the stuff? I could remember there was a time I was talking to a friend who just joined, and he said, okay, you are paying them well, and then that is around, you are paying them around 100 pounds, that is around 25,000 naira, and there's some 30,000 naira. And he said, but bros, you can't be telling me, I've got a friend who is doing this, who is part of this, and he comes to London almost every time, and that is the only thing that he does. Where does he get the money? And we here, we struggle all those stuff. It depends on your money. So I don't know about that one. And just last week he rang me again and he was telling me, I told you, why are you investigating somebody, business guy? Just leave me alone, let him enjoy his stuff. He said, that country is getting worse, everything. Calm down, I know what you mean, I know what you're talking about. Don't let it destroy you. Is that guy that is doing it is just it's not a drop, just a drop from the ocean of water. So it's rampant in every part of Nigeria. It is not something that just happens just over the night. It is every department. People don't even see it as something that is bad on your culture, and that is why when you see most of them, maybe they leave that job, they find it so difficult to cope on their money, to cope on their normal salary, because the own your section most of the time is even more, almost double their salary. I've been part of this system before, I won't lie, but and I thank God when I was even the system was within the system, I had to look at myself and this is not the way out. This can't help you because you will never grow. You might be thinking you're growing. No, you're not growing. It will continue just to press you down. You might the money will coming then other stuff, but I thank God that even within that much coming, I could God was so kind to me to be able to see this thing is not good, this is not the right thing. This is well, I thank God. So but instead of that thing I thought, okay, as time goes on everything, but then I getting worse, I getting worse. So are we Nigerians? What are we doing? I want you guys to let me know your own reaction about this. Is it the right thing to do? Is it the normal way to live life? And sometimes you, I don't. Or I was thinking about another thing. I was okay. I don't even blame all these guys because when you see my leaders doing this, all those stuff, everything. So when my leaders are corrupt, actually I can do whatever I like. And there was one of my friends, but I will say something. If your boss is a thief, man, don't stop. You just continue to do your own, or else exactly they come to sweep everybody away, they will sweep you away too. Then when I was so young, I surely believed that thing, but as I was growing up, no, I don't believe so. Uh, uh, there is something. If you're doing the right thing, and it happens that when they sweep away people, you have to be part of that people being swept away. It's just a test. Is God was there to test you, but that means there is something bigger ahead for you. Don't think that okay, if this since such a thing happens to you, or such a thing has already happened to your friend or to a member of your family, you too, when you are in position to steal, you will surely steal. No, it shouldn't be so. It's God comes in different way to different people. So don't take the other people's as an example for you to okay, I have to do this or yes, the same thing that happened to my cousin might happen to me. No way. Just do the right thing. And at the end of the day, they might be tough. Yeah, most of the time it's always tough. But at the end of the time, you will see that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. No matter the problem. What the own your culture is nothing but corruption. You steal it. That is it. That is it. My boss may so rest in peace. Still a lot of people who are still asking me why if possible we didn't steal his money, possibly he must still be alive today because he died of heart attack. Because then we thought it was an Onyo now. So Onyo lot to lose everything. The man is making his own money, we too we are making our money, but we don't then. Before he died, I thank God. I stopped all the stuff before even he died, before even I left there. Okay, this is not the right thing to do. This is not the right thing to do, and I thank God there are a lot of people who listen to me there. So, and those that didn't listen to me, I hope God have mercy on them. So this is not something that okay, I'm blaming somebody because I've left the system. No, this is what I've been part of when I was at home, and I thank God that I've actually stopped it before I even left too. So before I even left that job, so before even the man died. So it's nothing but corruption. Corruption does not mean you have to be member of parliament, to be the president, to be the governor. We are all together in this thing. We are all together. So what are we doing to stop it? What can we do? Just look at yourself. Don't look at somebody that is up there. Oh, they are stealing. No, don't look at them. Don't look at them. Just do your own thing. If they said, there was a time people were talking about if you want to make difference, those people up there, they should first change. No, you change. If we were in a ministry, I will tell people, if my boss is stealing money, if my boss wants to be stealing money, and the remaining 9 working in that place, you want to be straightforward. We don't want to steal money. Money will not go anywhere. Nothing will happen. And if the boss decided to sack everybody will know okay, there is something going on in that company. So until we are able to do that, until we are able to look straight into our brother's eyes, onto our mother's eyes, onto our father's eyes, those people who have their fathers in place of authority, or if those people who see their father, okay, daddy, your salary is just about £100,000 per annum, but you are driving a car of £4 million, or 4 million. I'm very sorry. So let me talk in error. So your salary is about 100,000 naira, maybe about even have a million, and then just within a year take out of about 10 million or 15 million naira. If you until we're able to look straight into our daddy's house, daddy, where did you get all this money from? I know your salary does not what this. Until then, we will never move forward. I always laugh when I see something here in United Kingdom. All these young children are being born nowadays. When they ask solid question from their parents, I just laugh. Say, wow, where is this world turning to? They don't care. They look straight. And sometimes these are the types of questions that shaking somebody about what you're doing. And daddy, you're doing that, so you got to adjust, because they are looking at you. So is this what you want them to copy from you? I don't think we all like that. We always like to put blame on everybody that is involved. Same time I was in this discussion, and everybody, because I didn't side, I was not actually on the side of government. I was so straightforward, just because somebody was actually abusing Nigerian government one way or other. Then look at yourself. They told me my father or some of my parents are within the government. I've never had anybody working with the government or something. We've always been doing all things our own way. But look at yourself, where you're working, where you're doing your things, where you're studying. Look at the way you behave. You look at the way you do things. Even if you steal 1 penny, you that steal 1 penny and those people who steal 1 billion, there is no difference between the two of you, because if you have access to that 1 billion, you too, you will still die the same 1 billion. So why can't you just try not to do what you are complaining of that the other are just trying to be doing the right thing? Just as simple as that. If in an organization you have the year that is stealing, and the remaining people are doing the right thing, just tell me the way my boss is able to steal. Because you cannot just, and if you decide to do it on its own, definitely you are taking bigger risk, and there is 99% chance that bigger risk will fail. So what are you doing? All your culture should be stopped. This is now rampant. It's everywhere in Nigeria now. It's every nook and cranny of Nigeria. You see people, and then you look at, compare what they've got, all those everything, and this is the same people, they continue to blame the government. Have you ever blamed yourself for trying to go behind the door to achieve something? And at the end of the day, when they now brought to go, people will not be saying, what have they? And that is the problem in Nigeria. And I'm on you back for but that is not. Even when you work in the government now you didn't bring anything, people will blame you. Oh, he was there for many years, he didn't bring anything. All the bishop, they've caused it. Is that the right thing? No, it shouldn't be so. We should have to do something in the right way. We've got to do something in the way that even when you are no more there, people will continue to talk about you. I've got a friend, a very close friend of mine. There was a day I was at the stadium watching football, and I saw some policemen talking about his father. He said, I won't mention the name, but because when people, this man is a very nice man, no bribe, nothing, thorough professional, everything. And I was just like, most of the time when we were in school, secondary school, when his son started talking about his father, I always, is that possible for a policeman or those everything? Oh, nobody. They did not even know. The policemen were just there talking about him. This is what I believe people should be saying after somebody, healing somebody. They said they really appreciate everything the man did for them. That upon having the opportunity to do this, to do that, really to seal everything, the man was intact. That is the type of things I want people to be saying after me wherever I work, and I thank God for His grace. So, but check yourself. Let's check ourselves. We all have problems. On your culture, we should start from ourselves. If you want to fight corruption, we should start from ourselves. Because if we say we're fighting corruption, and within our working place, we're still having on your. Most of the time when you call somebody, okay, well, I've got this job, all this everything, okay, they are not paying much, but just 50k or 100k. And at the end of the day, is there something coming out? Why should something coming out? They said you got a job. You see that, okay, that one is enough for me, or I cannot do it, the money is not enough for those stuff, and you move ahead. Or, okay, 100k is better than nothing. 50k is better than nothing. It's just to adjust myself. There was a time people here were saying about this everything. There are a lot of people now, if they get £3 job per hour, they do it because it's getting tougher every day. The job is they are saying they're creating the job, or they are creating part-time job. But there are people that are running after that job now. But there was a time everything was just everywhere. You choose the one you like. Okay, I don't like that one, I like this one. But if you don't like any job, just don't go for it. This job, the money is just too small, I can't do it. Fine. So it is not that you now take the job that, okay, there will not be enough money for you, and still be thinking of still. There was a time I was working in Lagos. I got a job. Okay, this is not going to be enough for me. But I'm not saying this because I'm there, or because I'm on here, because other stuff. But there are a lot of people who know so much about it. Because then I need something in order to step up. I have to trek to somewhere to get a bus. And sometimes when towards the end of the day, there's no money, I have to know my way to get up. The first time the man will continue to believe me was when I went out to buy something, and the guy returned the money to me. I gave it to him. He said, no, he just gave me that thing, and I gave the money back to my boss, and he was so surprised. Because if I didn't give the money back to him, nothing will happen. Never will enough for. Even the lady even gave me a receipt just to show that I paid, and I did pay. He gave it to me. So she gave it to me once. Somebody gave it to me, and I gave it. And he was so surprised that, okay, the lady gave it to me. She gave it to me free. I didn't know the reason why. So now I gave the money back. Because I have been part of the Own Your culture before that time, and I realized that this thing will not lead you to anywhere. You can see 100k, 200k from somewhere. One will away the other. Another 200k or 400k will go away from somewhere that you didn't know. And so what's the essence? Gaining 50%, 100% going away. So what's the essence? No gain. You will be losing another 50% over that. You will not 50, you are 100% over that one you get. If you are able to sit down and think about it so well, just think about it, you will see that you are losing. You are losing the double of what you are gaining. But not everybody will get it, because we are always concentrating on how much will I see today, how much will I see tomorrow. No. I pray that God will continue to guide us. I know it's not easy, especially in Nigerian situation, in Nigerian environment, where somebody that you voted into power to represent you now steal your money and came down to oppress you with that money. I know it's a very tough thing to do, but can we continue that way? I don't think so. So if you want to fight corruption is not just within the government, it's everywhere, every part of Nigeria. So how do we stop all this stuff? How do we try to move forward? How do we encourage ourselves? You only encourage, motivate people around you by trying to do the right thing. It is when you do the right thing, people trying to, and you gain respect. I usually play football somewhere every Saturday. I happen to be the only Nigerian there. There was a day we went to play football, went to play a match, and I scored with my hand. The referee, just towards the end of the match, referee asked me, referee actually counted it, and I went to the referee. And the guy beside me knew I scored with him, was just shouting. I said, okay, it wasn't a goal because I used my hand. Those guys that I played with, I shouted, boss, why are you doing this? So they said, everything, I do this. And there was a guy that even went out. I don't like the way you behave. You don't say everything. This is a match. You don't say everything. At the end of the day, they even scored the second goal, making sure that we are 2 goals down. I said, okay, I told them we'll win the match. And just 7 minutes later, we scored 4 goals. Because till today, they will respect me to the core. There now, even if they are arguing on anything. So once they see me like a boss, we know that everything you said is, even when I'm lying, they still believe me now. is that is how you gain respect. That is how you motivate people. That is why, and I love what really happened that day, because God really tested me, and to some extent I thank God He even made me to pass the exam. So what are you doing? Just check yourself. Is corruption is not just about those people in government. It's within everywhere, even your household. Within your household, how do you want your wife to see you? How do you want your husband to see you? How do you want your children to see you? What are you doing? Are you leading a respectable life? Are you doing the right thing, or is wife and husband is on your culture left and right? But if you have a wife is on your culture, or your husband is on your culture, what will children be when you're doubling? So we've got to look at ourselves. Is most of the time when I talk, it's not just about, okay, is this guy supporting the government? No, I believe that is what I said. Is corruption? We are just fundamentally corrupt, or corruption is now embedded in Nigerian culture. I don't know, because everything bad we now see to be good. Everything bad we now see to be good. It's just that we are very, very close to God in that part of the world. That is why God has been blessing us. If not so, I don't know what will happen to Nigeria. So, our brothers and sisters out there, when your culture is not a good culture, it's a very bad culture that we've got to stop. We don't. Corruption doesn't just happen on its own. It happens because we allow ourselves to be used. We all grow. It's just like that. Sometimes it's always tough, but we all reach there. We all reach there. Let us look at those people who have, through their perseverance, their sincerity, their faithfulness, they've grown up. Those are the people we should look at. Not those people who, through one way or the other. Then when I was working with that man, he's so recipe. People always said, "It too is still, he does this, all those stuff." And that was how I believe then. It too, he does still when he was young, he did this to government, all those stuff. That is where he made his money. What concerns me with that one? When he's still with the government, all those stuff, what concerns me? So if he's still with the government, when he was working with the government, and I'm still with him, and anybody who will be working with me will still with me because I still, when I was working with him, and it should continue to go on and on. No, that is a bad generation. You've got to stop it at a place, and I pray this is the right time to stop it. Let us do the thing the right way. Let us be sincere with ourselves. Let us know your culture is a bad culture, and it's not within the government. Government is not even about Onyo. We are the one making it, we're gonna steal it. That is their own belief. But pertaining to ourselves, and every walks of life is about, are you working in this place or does everything? That man, where is he working? He's working in this place. He's making it there. It shouldn't have to be that. Let people be able to relate your work with how much with your success. I'm not saying if you have a will of investing, but if you are not, or you are not investors, you are not nothing. You only based on that salary, and you're doing of something that pays you salary of 10 years in just in a year. Where do you get the money from? It's not that you just sell your land in Naija, or even you are the owner of Naija, you just sell it, so you are spending the money. That is not it. What you're doing is just that, okay, we want to buy this, we want to buy that. At the end of the day, you don't buy all the stuff. You buy 1/3 of all the stuff, and 2/3 the money goes into your account, and you go back to your house and you'll be able to sleep. My brothers and sisters, I don't believe that is good enough. I don't believe that is good enough. When your culture is not a good culture, it's a very, very bad culture, very evil culture, and that is dragging us behind. You might be thinking you're moving forward. You are not. You are not. Building a house does not mean you're moving forward. Having a car does not mean you're moving forward. Your beautiful house of today, tomorrow is what? Is someone's kitchen. Even some people cannot even enter the house. They'll just be looking, I can't enter this house. So, who near that will be gone.